listen when I talk and when I walk. What would they have changed? Had I told you twice when I told you once, or would it have been the same? Think of you when we went drunk.
Hi, I'm Rebecca and I'm mummy of one to Albert. He's 2 in July. I have autism, dyspraxia and a few other things in between. I just wanted to touch today on it being Mental Health Awareness Week. It's taken me quite a lot to be able to get to the point of being able to record this today, because it's a very, look at that, that's awful, a very close to home subject to me. You'll have to bear with me because I did try and write this out, but it just wasn't going anywhere, so it's easier for me myself to record it. Mental health can be anything from not being able to get up out of bed with depression, to feeling anxiety over reading a text message, over being okay for a night out and not being able to go on it last minute. These are all things that I have done in the past. You're all aware that I have an eating disorder. That's also a serious mental health problem. People don't understand it. It's the same as a drug addiction or an alcohol addiction. The way I would explain it is it's a compulsion that's never going to go away. You can try and fight it, but that compulsion is always going to be there, just like an alcoholic's is with drinking and a drug addict is with taking drugs. The compulsion to either be sick or taking laxatives or just not eating in general will always be there, and it's always going to be a fight for me no matter what. It's not going to go away. I do try to fight that compulsion every single day, and sometimes it wins, sometimes it doesn't. But that's the bit on eating disorders I've got, because I'm not going to go too much into that. I wanted to talk about general mental health with anxiety and depression. As you'll have seen, I did video record a blog on my postnatal depression, but I have suffered with depression pretty much all my life. From being in school, I had severe suicidal thoughts when I was in school, because I was severely bullied. I did try and take tablets a few times and they just made me sick. I'm so glad that they didn't work, because I wouldn't be here today. And not everybody is aware of that I suffered that bad when I was in school, because I smiled every day and I came in and I acted like it didn't bother me, but it did. And that's another thing that I want to touch on. It's just because somebody's smiling and happy and posting on Instagram and posting on Facebook, it can be for persona purposes. People put this persona on and put this smile on their face, and it doesn't mean that they're okay. Since the lockdown, I've not been okay, and it's okay to not be okay. It's really, really got to me being in the four walls. I do not like it. It does not suit me. I can't see family, I can't see friends. I'm not used to living like this. And a lot of people aren't. But it's a lack of control that really bothers me. My anxiety, I have at least 3 panic attacks a day. if I'm not answering calls and I'm not texting back or anything like that, it's got nothing to do with you. It's just the fact that my anxiety is so hard I can't read messages. I just physically can't. And that sounds stupid, but that's how it affects me. Sometimes it means that if I am going to get on a bus and my bus drives past and that's the bus I was going to get on, my anxiety will heighten to it. I will have a panic attack because I've not got on that bus. Something bad's going to happen. Something absolutely horrendous is going to happen. It's going to be my fault because I've not got on that bus, which sounds absolutely ridiculous. But that's how anxiety affects you. It may be that I ask you if you're alright all the time, because in my head you hate me. And that is how I feel. And I had this conversation not long ago with one of my best friends. How we lost touch for a while and we'd see each other at the bus stop every now and then. And we would say in our heads, oh, she doesn't speak to me anymore because she doesn't like me. She only says hello at the bus stop and chats at the bus stop because she has to do. Not the case. Went to Disneyland Paris with her this year. Definitely not the case. I mean, anxiety and thoughts will always be there for me, but I do try and fight them. I do try and stop them from letting me do things. I have panic attacks going to the airport. I have panic attacks in the airport. I have panic attacks booking a holiday because of the thought of going to an airport. I have to get to the airport. At least it's normally 2 hours. I have to get there at least 3.5 hours earlier because what if I miss my flight? What if the queues are big? What if I can't get a seat? Now, I book the VIP room because of that. There's no screaming. It's ideal. You've got food, you've got somewhere to sit, you can see all the times. I know we're not talking about airports, but that's like the major anxiety I get. I get anxiety going into work in the morning. I have a panic attack because what if something goes wrong? Sometimes Jack has to take me to work because I am that bad. I would never let it stop me from getting to work. But that's how bad my anxiety can get. Now, since we're in lockdown, my anxiety is more over text messages, like I said, reading them. Even what I'm making for tea. What if Jack doesn't like it? What if Albert doesn't like it? What if they don't eat? What if they stop eating? What? I mean, how ridiculous is that? It could be I get a phone call, I cannot answer the phone because I just can't. So just because I might be posting things on Instagram and on Facebook doesn't mean I am okay, because I am not okay. And my teeth aren't this white. It's hard to put in words. It really is, because it affects people, and people are worse than me, people aren't worse than me. My mental health can be okay one day when my serotonin levels are sky high, and then they can not be okay. I do take antidepressants and I'm not scared of discussing that with people or telling people that, because I need them. I did stop, but now I'm back on them. Just for, again, my mental health. Especially now, when I feel like every day. The only way to describe it. The makeup I put on today was to make me feel better. We went to visit family today and we baked some cakes yesterday. And I got stressed out and I got angry and I cried. And not because I was upset, because I'm so fed up. And it doesn't help when people are having parties and we're just like, hello, I'm in lockdown and can't see my family, and my son's asking for dinner with his granddad for his birthday, and he's 2 because he misses him. And then I've got anxiety over that because what if that didn't happen? He's going to hate me forever if I can't make that happen. These are the thoughts. Now, again, it doesn't affect everyone like this. But that's what goes through my head now. Because I can't get Albert dinner with his granddads, he's going to hate me forever. He's going to be so upset. It's just going to, yeah. Which sounds stupid, but that's my head thinking. Like I said, the lack of control with my autism, it's really affected me that I can't control the situation. I can't wear masks and gloves. If you read my blog, you will have seen that. I need to be able to touch things. Now, I don't touch things and put them back. I do buy and put in my trolley. But I can't physically not be able to feel with my senses. And I can't deal with the mask being over my face because of my autism. I just can't. I'll have a mental breakdown. So I'm the one who does the shop anyway. I'm the one who does the shopping, because I need that control. I need to rein as much control as I can in as possible because I am a control freak. God help Jack when we're older. He's got years of this. Years. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch base on that, and I hope this is clear. And I'm sorry if it's not. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.